Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression series. Now, the biggest complaint that Gage and I receive about the series is that we're not uploading it fast enough. And there's a reason for that. There's a lot of time that goes into making each episode, and it's a very big time commitment. But you guys are so devoted to the series that we want to change that. So Nyhmnim and I have started a Patreon specifically for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression series. With your continued support, we would be able to push other projects to the side and make time to actually be able to pump out 2 episodes a week. And there's tons of perks for you guys as well, from having your name in the credits to having your name shouted out to even getting exclusive early access to each episode 1 day early. So we need your help. Click the link down below to check out the perks on the Patreon, and if we get enough support, we will be bringing you guys the progression series twice a week. But if merch is more your style, we have the Fairy Box t-shirt available for purchase right now. Again, you can click the link down below in the description to pick yours up today. Thank you guys so much for the overwhelming support for the progression series. Nyhmnim and I have an absolute blast creating these episodes for you on a weekly basis, and we really hope you enjoy today's episode. Invasion of Chaos was released in March 2004. Most old school players know this as the set that forever changed Yu-Gi-Oh!
Now I give up 1,000 life points to activate my Chaos Dragon special ability!
Invasion of Chaos introduced the powerful Chaos monsters, cards which further promoted the use of the already powerful Light and Dark monsters, and supported a style of play around banishing cards. Notable cards in this set include Chaos Sorcerer, Dark Magician of Chaos, Dimension Fusion, Smashing Ground, and 2 of the most legendary Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards ever created, Blackluster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning, and Chaos Emperor Dragon, Envoy of the End. In this series, both Nyhmnim and myself will be opening 24 booster packs or 1 box of a core Yu-Gi-Oh! Booster set. We will build a deck and play a best 2 out of 3, and the winner will receive a small prize to upgrade their deck. However, in each episode, we will open another box of the next set that was released, moving in chronological order, constantly upgrading our decks before dueling each other at the end of each episode. This is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression series. I cannot begin to express my excitement for today's episode. I have been waiting all month for this, and this is going to be a slaughter. So we're just going to go ahead and spin the wheel for winning last round. Let's go ahead and see what we get. Honestly, I don't really even care too much. If we do get like one of the wild cards, cool. Okay, so it's like a wild card common. Honestly, I'm just going to pass on it because I pretty much have all the commons I wanted out of Dark Crisis, and we're just going to get straight into the good stuff with Invasion of Chaos.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, today is the day. Alex and I have been talking about this for weeks now. Invasion of Chaos finally gets released to us. Released March 1st. 2004. This set forever changed Yu-Gi-Oh! That's not even an exaggeration. This set at the time was so good, it completely warped the way people played the game moving forward. And I am so excited to be able to open it now because this will end my losing streak. I am positive of it. We've talked about it before, but there are so many impactful cards in this set. And the first one just pops up at the top there. Chaos Emperor Dragon, Envoy of the End. Pre-errata, this thing was near unbeatable. We're gonna have the chance to pull it and play it with its pre-errata text, and that's going to be a huge swing right there. Another Chaos monster that's absurd is Chaos Sorcerer in the common slot of all things. This card just being strictly a common is so huge for both of us, but also, just read it. We can banish a face-up monster on the field and it can't attack. Who cares if it can't attack? That is removal built into a card that's a level 6 with 2300 attack. Bang. And then, following that, Blackluster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning, another menace of the format there. This one remained at 1 all throughout GOAT format, but still was as absurd as it was. And even what's more is there's cards like Dark Magician of Chaos, which we'll be seeing pre-errata as well, which is pretty nuts. Dimension Fusion, which is pay 2,000, and both players special summon as many removed from play monsters as possible. Pairing this with a card like Bazoo, Strike Ninja ties in pretty well with this card too. Just being able to load up your banish zone and then bring back all of them. Provided your opponent isn't playing the same strategy, it's a huge swing in tempo, and you can just close out games really easy. Also, right above it, Smash and Ground is a common removal, which is also really absurd, being able to pop the highest defense. We've been walling up a lot with Gravekeeper's Spy and everything, so being able to have an efficient out for it is very, very nice. Compulsory Evacuation Unit also makes its debut in this set, a really cool tempo card that I'm sure we'll be able to pull, and hopefully we'll be able to throw into the deck too. And if things just don't go our way, we can try to throw Alex off guard with Self-Destruct button. I really hope it doesn't get to that point, but it just might. This set forever changed Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's gonna forever change the progression series. I can't wait to bust open these 24 packs, pull a Chaos Emperor Dragon, and just win the whole series now. So, rather than wasting more time, let's do that.
Let's not make you guys wait any longer. Let's see how good we can pull. Okay, so first pack, nothing really too ridiculous here. Some of these aren't horrible. We have a Gale Lizard, which is basically just like another Gravekeeper's Guard. Sacred Crane, if it gets resurrected, we can draw a card, which is like kind of neat. Ryokoki, it's cool if we had like more Pyramid Turtles, because this actually could just be like a huge beater, but unfortunately we only have like one from when we pulled them. Drolago's like an okay rare, but it's probably not going to see any play, but we still got 23 more packs. There's a lot more excitement to be had. All right, Compulsory Evacuation Device. This is a very good start, and there he is, Chaos Sorcerer. Oh boy, this is already a great start. If we can get a couple of these, I'll be happy. Chaos Sorcerer being able to banish our opponent's monsters. It's 2300. It's a special summon, which we don't really have many special summons right now. This is going to be incredible. I don't want to downplay Compulsory Evacuation Device, though. Again, it is like a Gravekeeper's Guard style of effect, but it isn't a trap card, so if Gage were to tribute summon any monsters, if he's going to be playing any of the big guys from this set, compulsing it back to the hand might not be the worst thing. I think in a lot of cases it's better to remove the threat from the field, but there are instances where compulsory is actually a lot better. We did also get DD Scout Plane as a holo. This card's kind of cool. It always comes back during the standby phase, I believe, if it got banished the previous turn. I don't know if we're going to really be having a lot of Dimensional Fissures, Macrocosmos, at least as of right now, but maybe for the future this might be something to explore.
It is time to go, baby. Whew. Let's go. Flip up the first pack. Okay, nothing too special, I guess. It's just the first pack, though. No need to panic. No need to panic. Smash and Ground. There we go. That's already a really good form of removal right there. Really happy to see that. That's already probably going to make its way into the main deck, no question. Oh, there we go. Chaos Sorcerer. That's 1 out of 3 we can play. We're 6 packs deep. Hopefully we can pull a second and a third one. That would be nuts if we can pull all 3. Second Smash and Ground popping up there. It's looking better and better. Only 8 packs deep. Still no holos yet. There still is hope, though. Another
super rare, Dedication Through Light and Darkness. That's a really, really lackluster super rare, but that's perfectly fine. Berserk Gorilla, it's a 2K level 4 that always has to attack, but very, very strong offensive stats. Really not much else to say beyond that. Some people may not know this, but Gren Maju to Aiza is actually from Invasion of Chaos. That's how old of a card it is, and that's why it never really had like a holo printing. It's cool to see a card this old actually seeing like modern competitive play. But another super rare, though, being Reload. Wow, we are like 3 for 4 on holos, I think. But again, no ultra or secret rare just yet. We just got to keep hoping. Another Dedication Through Light and Darkness. Oh my god, like my heart is pounding so hard right now to see one of the 2 big cards flip over in this spot. Smashing Ground, though, this is a very good one. Smashing Ground is an incredible piece of removal. Gage and I are probably going to have 2 to 3 of these at most moving forward, and this is probably going to be our prime piece of spell removal, or monster removal in spell card form, probably for the next like 10 episodes.
Hey, a Compulse. That's not even bad either. Really good tempo / removal card. If our opponent decides to like normal summon his Vampire Lord, this is an efficient out for it. One that we so desperately needed because Vampire Lord is pretty good. Oh my god! Oh my god! Chaos Emperor Dragon! Dude, I fucking... No way! No, dude, it's over! I can't believe it! We're at 1 Chaos Sorcerer, the Chaos Emperor Dragon. Dude, if I can follow up with another Chaos Sorcerer, I don't think I can lose. That was huge, dude. I was digging through several packs and I was getting really unimpressed. I was like, there's just nothing special. That's all I needed. That is all I needed. I can't believe it. I practically won the series already. Let's keep busting.
Oh my god, Dimension Fusion is the ultra rare that could have been Blackluster Soldier. We're getting so close. Dimension Fusion is an incredible pull, especially if we get some more Chaos Sorcerers or the 2 big cards that we're looking for. Oh my god, big burn, another super rare. I can't, the anxiety from opening these packs and just waiting to see one of those 2 cards coming around the corner, I just can't. And another copy of Reload. We are just reining in the holos right now, but it's not the right ones.
Hey, DD Designator's not even bad. That's pretty cool super rare, actually. So the thing is, Alex has like Magician of Faith, and sometimes he'll flip up the Faith and add back Raigeki and not use it immediately. So maybe if I know he has it, DD Designator won't be too bad to, you know, yoink the card out of his hand so he can't use it later. That's actually a really good pickup. I'm really satisfied with that. Still looking for a 2nd and 3rd Chaos Sorcerer to be able to tie up the list. Chaos Emperor Dragon, can't complain, but those Chaos Sorcerers are very important. Oh! A Manticore of Darkness, too. I don't know if I'll play him, but that's like also 3rd Smashing Ground. Kind of huge. Oh, Free the Brave Wanderer, too. That's a good light target, actually. On a 1700 body, it's just a solid light, pretty much because of that. Also, I don't think it has a too tragic effect, actually. Just being a straight up decent light is really what we needed to be able to pair with our Chaos Emperor Dragon.
There's a 2nd Chaos Sorcerer. Okay, so at least we've got 2 of those. That makes me feel a little bit better. So even if we don't get BLS or Chaos Emperor Dragon, we've gotten some good value out of this set at the very least. Stealth Bird is interesting. Stealth Burn was actually a deck where you would basically just play a ton of stun cards and make it so that Stealth Bird would just flip itself up, deal 1,000 damage, then flip itself back down every single turn. If we get multiples of these, maybe this is a viable strategy in the future. We do have a lot of stun cards that can complement this. We'll just have to see. I am very happy to see this Smashing Ground, though. That's definitely a plus. There's the 3rd Chaos Sorcerer. I'm not sure if we play 3. We probably play 3. Let's be real. Okay, only a few packs left, and that is not what we want. We have to keep moving along here. Man, if we don't get it now, there is no chance in the future. Oh my god, do not do this to me, please. Please, please, please. This is our last pack. BLS, Chaos Emperor Dragon. Let's go. Oh, I did get a 3rd Smashing Ground, though. We did get that, which is very good. We got a 4th Berserk Gorilla, I think. Man, if only we could play Skill Drain Beatdown. That'd be fun. But overall, I'm pretty happy. Like, I didn't get the BLS. I didn't get the Chaos Emperor Dragon. But we got a playset of Chaos Sorcerer, a playset of Smashing Ground, 2 Stealth Bird, I believe, 2 Compulse. We got a fairly good selection of cards, and we have a lot of deck building to do.
Oh... No, this isn't real. This isn't real. Dude, the 2nd Chaos Emperor Dragon, what the fuck? Dude, this is nuts. Oh my god, I have to let Alex know, dude. I have to call him right now. Yeah. Hey man, I just wanted to let you know, I'm almost done opening these packs, but there's no way you're gonna win this episode, dude. There is... Dude, there's no way. It's over for you. I can't wait. Oh my god.
Replicate this phone call on camera, please?
Well, it's already on camera right now, so...
Oh, even better. Oh, okay. I wasn't recording.
I've got one more pack to open up, so you better say your prayers, bro, because you're not winning this round.
Okay, we'll see.
All right. I'll duel you in a minute, duelist.
Right.
Dude, 2nd Chaos Emperor Dragon. I can't believe it. One more pack. The only thing that could make this better is a Chaos Sorcerer. I can't believe it. Flip it up. Oh my god, the 2nd Chaos Sorcerer! Dude, I practically won the whole series. This is not real. Alright, I'm speechless. I needed this so bad, and I just smashed it out of the water. I gotta go to Dueling Book. I gotta start brewing. Things are gonna get real, guys. I can't believe it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. This is the deck list that will carry me throughout the rest of the series. I just know it. I expected to pull okay from this set, but I don't think anybody could have foresaw just how insane I ended up pulling. Double Chaos Emperor Dragon, double Chaos Sorcerer right at the end there. Huge pulls, and definitely changes the way I constructed this deck list. Free the Brave Wanderer has reached the main deck because it's a good light target, 1700 attack, but also really a decent effect on it. Also, the Magical Merchants have hit the main deck. Alex's Magical Merchants are way better than mine, but the fact that we're playing an Invasion of Chaos form right now, dumping monsters from the deck to the graveyard is huge, and also it's just a light monster that gets me a plus. Of course, if I can donk off any of these spells or traps, they're all really good. Just loading up the graveyard to be able to get CED live is huge anyways. Other light targets is White Magical Hat and DD Warrior Lady, as well as Air Knight Parshath. I believe that's like 5 or 6 light targets. That's more than enough, I'd like to think. Especially with a card like Painful Choice, we're almost guaranteed to always have a light ready for these guys here. So that's really big. Triple Spine, 1 guard. I like this engine back in GOAT format, and I like it now. These things are just big, and they can stall out the game until I can get to my big boss monsters to be able to close it out. Injection Fairy Lily was in the side deck, but now it has hit the main deck again. In case Alex wants to play that Vampire Lord again, that's an easy out to it. But also, if I could just set up the CED and then normal summon Injection Fairy Lily, dealing another 3,000 points of damage can normally just close out the game. Double Smashing Ground is huge. I had 3 of them, so the third one is actually in the side deck here, but that's really big. Also, we're playing Primal Seed because we have 2 Chaos Emperor Dragon. This is going to be live, and if I can resolve Primal Seed and add 2 back to hand, the game is almost just a wrap from there. Just getting a +1 off of Primal Seed for whatever I chose to banish, whether it be like picking up a DD Warrior Lady that was banished before, or just the 2 monsters that I banished to summon the Chaos Emperor Dragon. That is a huge swing of advantage and just going to close out the game. Reasoning becomes even better now because we can, again, dump more off the deck. The trap lineup has been very slimmed down here. Fairy Box has officially left the meta, I'd like to think. I think with these cards in general here, there's no reason to ever touch them again. Sakuretsu Armor just does the job better. Raigeki Break and Bottomless Trap Hole is also equally as good. Also, I decided to slide Metamorphosis into the main deck now. I was hesitant to put it on before because I didn't have a whole bunch of targets that were really insane. But now that the fact that Chaos Sorcerer is a level 6, I now have a monster that is going to chill on the field and probably really easy to snatch, steal up or something. So I want to be able to blink it out with Metamorphosis into something potentially better. That card is actually Ryu Senshi. Ryu Senshi can negate normal trap cards, which might come in handy. But also, if I've used my Chaos Sorcerer to banish, I can Metamorphosis that same turn to make this guy and then attack with it, which is a really big play. Nudory is also in the main deck now. This is a card that I just ignored, and I really don't know why, because it's very good, the fact that I can pull this off a Mystic Tomato, and when it's destroyed by battle, be able to target any monster on the field and pop it. So the main deck is just looking extra spicy. I really don't know how we lose with this absolute monster here. Side deck has also undergone some changes here. We got the double wave motion cannon. We got Tribute to the Doomed. A lot of people like to say Dark Core is good, but Dark Core only banishes face-up monsters. So if Alex has like a set Spy or something, I can still pop it. Sure, he's going to get the value off of it if it's like a Sanguine or something, but I'm willing to take that gamble for the fact that I'm able to pop absolutely anything on the board as opposed to just face-up monsters. Second Primal Seed, just in case it does become that good. My Body as a Shield, DD Designators in the side deck as well. Double Autonomous Action Unit. Both of us are going to be dumping from our deck with Magical Merchants. I wouldn't be surprised if Alex puts in Reasoning as well. So the fact that our graveyards are going to be loaded up with Painful Choice as well. AAU is almost always going to be live, so that card's going to be really huge in the side deck. Trap Dust Shoot's also in the side because I think this card's only really good going first when I'm able to guarantee that I can donk a card out of his hand, because there are some games where we played where this card wasn't live because we were down to our last cards and you draw to be a dead card, and I'd rather not have any cards that are just dead in the main deck. Skill Drain is big because if I summon Chaos Emperor Dragon and pair it up with a Skill Drain, there's almost no way Alex can out it. There's also a card that somebody happily pointed out to me, and that's Mephisto the Infernal General. It's a level 5 with 1800 attack, so it's a little bit small, but when it attacks, it deals piercing damage, and if it pierces, I can pitch a card out of Alex's hand randomly. I don't know if this card's going to be too massive, but it's something to definitely consider, and I wanted to throw it in to at least give it a shot. Other than that, this deck, there's no way I lose with this deck. Double Chaos Emperor Dragon, that is absurd. I didn't even get BLS, and I really don't even care because this deck is guaranteed to win. Let's go give Alex the clapping. Those are the last tournament packs he will ever open in this series. I guarantee it.
All right, guys. So this is what we are bringing to today's duel. Looks a little bit different. We're going to cover the changes, starting, of course, with the 3 copies of Chaos Sorcerer. This may seem like a lot, but the thing you have to realize is we don't have a lot of ways to get multiple monsters onto the board, and this is free. I mean, you just need to banish a light and a dark, which I believe I have 7 lights and about 10-ish dark monsters, so the ratio is pretty good that we're going to see a light and a dark in the graveyard rather frequently. This is removal. It's 2300 attack at the very least. There is so much upside to this card. I feel like this is definitely the correct route to take. We've got the Exiled Force, the Gravekeeper Guard, and the 2 Spies, the Jinzo, 2 Magical Merchant, 2 Magician of Faith, 2 Mystic Tomato, the 2 and Old Vindictive Magician, 1 Reflect Bounder, 2 Sangen, 1 Tsukiyomi, I had to cut down for space, and 2 White Magical Hat. I upped the White Magical Hats actually because they are light, which if this card couldn't get any better, and I wanted to make sure I had enough light targets. Arguably, I could have played like a 3rd copy of Magical Merchant, but being able to rip cards out of Gage's hand, I think is going to be more imperative than ever, especially because we've got Chaos Sorcerers. He might have BLS or Chaos Emperor, And so if we get to a point where I can snatch cards out of his hand, send them to his graveyard, he might be holding these and waiting for the opportune moment to use them. And this is a great way to kind of remove it without it actually touching the board. Moving on to the spells, we've got the 2 Book of Moon, the Dark Hole, the Heavy Storm. Painful Choice is now back in the main deck. You guys are now going to get to see in full force why this card is so terrifying. If either of us draw this card, it's just going to be game over because we can send any amount of lights and darks to the graveyard. And if we have any of our chaos monsters, we have free access to them. Not to mention we actually get the card off of Painful Choice that we have so many options now that it's going to be very difficult for us to choose. Pot of Greed Regeki, 3 Smashing Ground. I'm just going all out on this card because this card is so powerful. It's more spot removal. This is a very, very heavy removal based deck, but I cannot be more excited to have 3 copies of this. And we have the 1 Snatch Steal. For the traps, 2 Bottomless. So I actually shifted the Bottomless trap holes back into the main deck. Banishing Gage's monsters is going to be very important because if we can prevent him from having more fodder for his chaos monsters, that's where this card is going to shine. It does have a higher attack threshold, but I think it's going to be okay because especially if we can hit something like his Chaos Sorcerers, like his BLS if he has it, his Chaos Emperor Dragon if he has it, that's just going to be a great way to be able to have some reprieve from his assault. We have the 1 Imperial Order down to 2 Sakuretsu Armor. I've got 3 Smashing Ground, so I'm not really too worried about this. 1 Torrential Tribute and the Trap Dust Shoot. Then the side deck, I've got the 2 Cliff the Trap Remover still just in case the fairy boxes are still a problem, as well as the 2 Swarm of Locusts. I put Vampire Lord in the side. I feel like as good as this card is, it loses a lot of its power in this set because of Chaos Sorcerer. This card being so easy to access, and it's just an easy way for him to out this card entirely. I didn't really feel Vampire Lord was really worth it, but we'll kind of gauge the situation and see how things go. We've got the Cold Wave, the 2 Mask of the Curse, and the 2 Wave Motion Cannon, as well as the 3 Fairy Box if we need to go a little bit more stun heavy. I don't know if we're going to have the time to go stun heavy with how much power this set adds. And then we have 2 copies of Regeki Break in the side. I actually moved them out of the main deck. I feel like in the last few games, even though Gage has had Fairy Box, I've just had pretty good control of the game overall. And so I decided to relegate these to the side deck. We'll see, depending on how things play out. I can just swap them in for something like a Smashing Ground, a Sakuretsu Armor, whatever. But I think ultimately, I don't need to rely on this card as much as I thought. But that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for my deck. Oh boy, you guys get ready because this is going to be a slaughter. Gage, after that phone call, I am fucking frightened right now.
Dude, you should be scared. You should be quaking right now. It's over. Your reign of terror is coming to an end.
I feel like I know you well enough that you wouldn't have made that call if you didn't pull the absolute nuts.
You might just have to see for yourself. I can't wait to absolutely smash you from now on. It's over for you, duelist. It's over. All right.
Can I start smashing rock, paper, scissors for once at the very least?
Probably not. Let's find out. Nope. Still not.
Nope. Add it to the counter, guys. Add it to the rock, paper, scissors counter. This is like, I swear to you've probably, I think, won 9 of 10 of these.
I think so, but I managed to lose, 9 of 10 of matches too. So it balances out. It
does balance out in some way, but looks like you're going to make me go first. Good luck, duelist.
Good luck.
I'm just going to go ahead and set a couple cards, and I will pass it over to you.
Okay. I will draw for turn. I'm also going to set a monster, and I'm just going to end my turn.
Just 1 lonely monster. Okay. I guess let's figure out what it is. I'll flip up Mystic Tomato.
Yep.
And we'll just go ahead and get in there.
Well, take 600 life points, and I'm going to resolve this Gravekeeper Spy.
That's what I figured.
I'm going to pull out a copy of, where is he? Gravekeeper's Guard.
Oh, did someone open multiple spies in their hand?
I don't know. Maybe I did, or maybe I just got something better.
Oh, you could potentially have a Tsukiyomi too. That's a bit frightening. We'll go to main 2. I guess I'll just pass. Go ahead.
All right, cool. I'll draw for turn.
Tsukiyomi me, buddy.
Stand by main phase. You guessed it. I'm going to Tsukiyomi flip that guard face down. And then I'm going to flip it back up,
Yeah, I just shortcutted because I knew exactly where this was going.
I know you don't have Mirror Force, so I'm just going to go in there. I'm going to sink in some damage. 1,000.
Okay, so this is going to be 1,000.
Oh, you're just going to take it all. No Fairy Box anymore, bud.
No Fairy Box. Nope, not this time.
All right. Already looking a little low on life there. I'm going to go main phase 2. I will just set a card. I'll end my turn.
Okay, you get that Tsukiyomi back to your hand.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right. That's how spirits work.
That's why it's good.
Yeah.
We'll go standby main. I'm just going to Dark Hole, clean up the field a little bit.
Okay. That's all right.
That's why I was kind of okay with taking that damage. I will go ahead and just bring back Mystic Tomato, and we'll get in for 14.
And I will stop it right there with the Sakuretsu armor.
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead.
All right, I'll draw. All right, you better have it. I'm going to normal summon
like
White
that.
Magical Hat.
Oh, that's a good one.
Do you got the Sakuretsu armor?
I do have the Sakuretsu
All right,
armor.
fair enough. I respect it.
I respect you going for the white magical hat, though. That's definitely the correct play.
Yeah, that would have been a lot of advantage there.
I'm going to set and pass. Go ahead.
It's not going to be good enough. I'll draw. I want to keep the pressure on you, so I'm going to activate Dark Hole and just clean up whatever that is.
It's a Tsukiyomi.
Oh, okay, big pick. I will summon Witch of the Black Forest, and I'm going to get in there for a simple 1100.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay, and I will end my turn.
I'm just going to pass.
Are you sure? You feeling okay, bud? All right, I'm going to draw. All right, well, I'm scared of TT, so I'm going to act like you might have it. I'm going to put you on a really close clock. I'm going to summon Tomato.
No response to the summon.
All right, I'll go Battle Phase,
Okay.
and I'll go 11 and 14.
I'll take the 11, but then I'll Book of Moon your
Tomato?
Mystic Tomato.
Sure.
Yeah.
Seems like a pretty good Book of Moon to me. I will just pass my turn.
Need something here. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Is it?
I think. It's actually kind of awkward now that I think about it.
So it isn't that good.
I think it's actually fine. Okay. I'm going to Snatch Steal your Witch of the Black Forest.
Yeah, you can take it.
I will tribute it off for Jinzo.
Okay, I'm gonna get my Witch of the Black Forest.
Now, I do know that there's some cards in your deck that you can't search with Witch.
Yeah, there are some of them I can't, but there's one that I can, and it actually outs Jinzo pretty cleanly. That is Injection Fairy Lily.
Ooh, yeah, that's pretty good. I will go to Battle Phase. I will attack into your Tomato.
Okay, so I'm gonna get Tomato's effect. I'm gonna just summon another Tomato.
Okay, I will go to main 2. I will Smashing Ground your Mystic Tomato.
Sure.
And I'll pass the turn.
All right, and I'm already going to wrap up this game real quick, Duelist, because
we get to see it.
Banish a light and a dark.
Which one is it? That's the
It's
question.
not the crazy one. It's Chaos Sorcerer.
It's Chaos Sorcerer.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm going to normal summon Injection Fairy Lily.
Yep, that's going to wrap it up.
Yep, Battle Phase. I get to use my own Injection Fairy Lily effect.
This is
Wow.
the first time.
You got to use it last time, so I'll pay 2 and attack over the Jinzo, and then I'll just sink in for game there.
Yep, that's going to do it. Game 1 goes to Gage in convincing fashion. Wow.
Yeah, look at all. I still had 4 cards in my hand, I think, or something. It wasn't even close, Duelist.
I don't really know what to say, Gage. That was a very swift game 1 there.
To be fair, all of our game 1s, they've been pretty swift to me, but you've been making that comeback, so I'm still kind of frightened, but that was really convincing. I don't know.
I do definitely make the comeback for sure, but I mean, we got to see the power of Chaos Sorcerer just easily outing a Jinzo with like no effort whatsoever. But
Yep.
I'm gonna let you go first. That seems to be the meta. So
All right.
good luck.
Good luck. I will set 2 cards, and I will just end my turn.
Okay, I will draw. I think I will just go ahead and mimic you.
You just
and
like my style. Look at that T-set.
I will actually set another one though, and I'll pass the turn.
Not even scared of infinite impermanence, huh?
What infinite impermanence? This is 2004.
I will draw. All right, I am going to activate nothing. I am going to... I was thinking about it. That could be anything, and now I'm actually scared. You know what? I am going to activate it. I think this is too big of a play if that's what I think it is. I'm going to activate Cold Wave.
Yeah, I'm gonna activate Imperial Order.
Okay. That last back row must be something else then. All right, so Cold Wave goes to grave. Well then, I guess I will just set, and I'll pass.
Okay. I will draw.
During the standby, would you like to pay for Imperial Order?
You know, I think this time around I will pay for Imperial. This might be the first time I've ever done that.
Okay.
Main one, I'm going to flip up this old Vindictive Magician.
Sure, what do you want to pop?
I'm going to pop your monster you set on turn 1.
Okay, it's Gravekeeper's spot.
Okay, good call on my part. Then I'm going to go ahead and normal summon this copy of Tsukiyomi.
Yeah, all right, that's fair.
I'm going to reset my old Vindictive Magician if that's okay.
Yep, that is okay.
Okay, so that gets reset. If you have a flip effect, I guess you could trigger it regardless. So yeah, let's find out what this is. I'll go ahead and attack.
All right, it's Gravekeeper's Guard.
What are you going to bounce?
I'm going to bounce back your old Vindictive, and you're going to
Okay.
take 800 life points.
Yes. Take 800 damage. I will just go to main phase 2 then, and I will just pass the turn. Tsukiyomi will return to my hand. Go ahead.
Okay, I will draw. It's going to be a big play if you don't got anything. I'm going to tribute my Gravekeeper's Guard for the legendary Air Knight Parshath.
Oh, that's a good one.
All right, let's see if you got a Sakuretsu armor back there. I'm going to attack for 19, hopefully drawing a card.
I actually do not have Sakuretsu armor,
Oh,
so this is going
even
to
better.
connect.
I get to draw a card off of Parshath. Oh my goodness, that's a crazy draw. But it's not crazy right now, so I will just pass the turn.
All right, I'll go ahead and draw. Standby, I won't pay for order anymore.
Okay.
So we'll let that go. Main one, I'm going to go ahead and smash and ground your Air Knight Parshath.
Okay, he had a good run. I got the plus off him. I'm happy with it.
You did get the plus, yeah, so you have to be feeling pretty good about that. I am going to set a monster, and I'm going to set a couple of cards.
Oh, a couple.
Actually, I'm just going to set the one. I'll
Okay,
pass.
I wonder what that face down could be. I will draw for turn.
In all fairness, it could be a lot of things.
It could be. That's the horrifying thing. All right, well, now that Imperial Order is off the field, thank you for removing it. I'm going to activate Reasoning.
Yeah, I think we've decided that 4 is the best number, so I'm just going to call 4.
4 is still the meta? All right, let's get donkin'. Uh-oh.
Okay. See, 4 is the meta.
All right,
4 is the meta.
Got my bazoo. That's okay.
I don't think you've resolved Reasoning once to special summon a monster.
Honestly, me neither, dude.
Oh, no, maybe you might have gotten, like, Morphing Jar
Oh,
one
yeah, no,
time.
because I
that back.
kept hitting Morphing Jar, too. Yeah, so, I mean, technically I did. All right, so
Yeah.
I think I know what that is. So I'm going to normal summon Exiled Force, and I'm going to activate Exiled Force to pop your old Vindictive Magician.
That might be the first time Exiled Force is resolved, too.
Yeah. I'll just end my turn. Go ahead, Duelist.
All right, I'll go ahead and draw. I'm going to get a little bit aggressive here, I feel. Oh, I don't know, actually. Man, this is so scary.
You've got so many cards. What are you worried about?
I'm worried about a lot of things for good reason. Let's go for it. I'm going to Heavy Storm.
Okay, all right. Here goes my
Okay,
Sakuretsu
what's Sakuretsu armor? White Magical Hat's going to get in
Yep,
there.
very aggressive. I will take 1,000 and you will randomly
You're on
pick
2
one.
cards. I feel like this is the correct play. We're going to hit this one.
Okay. Damn, that's Gravekeeper Spy.
Pretty happy to see that. I'm going to go to main 2. I am just going to set a card and pass the turn.
I'll draw. All right, well, I want to smash and ground that White Magical Hat.
That's a pretty good card.
I'll just set a card and pass.
Okay, I'm feeling pretty good about this. I'm going to go to main 1. I think I'm going to Regeki here.
Oh, you're just really scared of that face down. It was Magical Merchant.
It was Merchant. Okay, I had a feeling that we would start seeing Merchant in this, from you anyway. I know I was playing it, but I'm just going to set a monster and pass.
All right, I like your style. I'm going to copy it.
Okay. Gonna draw. This is gonna get disgusting. I'm gonna flip Magician of Faith.
Oh, all right. Yeah, what are you picking back up?
I'm gonna get that Regeki back to my hand.
I figured, yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and fire that Regeki off. Let's see
right.
what that is.
Yeah, I'm gonna
It was
witch.
Witch. Okay.
You've got Tsukiyomi too. That's so tragic. That is so tragic.
This is where we get to see the power of Tsukiyomi, Magician
Yeah.
of Faith, in full force.
That's so scary. I'm gonna pick up another witch.
Okay. I'm actually gonna normal summon White Magical Hat.
No way! What? You put the second? No. Oh, that's
I put the
BS.
second one back. He's a light gauge. He's a
Yeah.
light.
All right. I'll take 13, and you'll pitch the witch out of my hand.
I feel like controlling just what's in your hand is probably the best, so I'm just going to pass on that.
I'll draw. Go.
That's a back row. I like to see it. I like to see it. Okay, so I'm going to normal summon Tsukiyomi.
Yep. Tsukiyomi
Target
is
my
mandatory.
Magician of Faith.
So you will. Okay. So go ahead and flip your Moth. That's fine.
Okay, I'm going to flip Magician of Faith back up.
Yep. What are you picking back up?
I'm going to get Heavy Storm.
Are you gonna activate that heavy?
I am going to activate that Heavy.
Sure. That's gonna get rid of my Regeki break.
Okay, I'm just going to clean up a little bit, and we'll get in for 3,011.
I'll take 24, and that White Magical Hat will pitch nothing.
And I will just pass the turn, return Tsukiyomi to my hand. Go ahead.
Draw. That's a really decent pickup. I will normal summon DD Warrior Lady.
Ooh, that's a nice one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go battle phase. We're gonna clean up that Moth because it's been causing me some trouble.
Okay, so I will take 1,200.
And I'll just pass turn.
Draw. Oh, all right. I think it's pretty good. I think we have to drop him. Here he comes.
All right, the Chaos Sorcerer. He's back.
Yep, so we will get rid of Old Vindictive and Magician of Faith.
Would you like to banish my DD Warrior Lady?
I am actually going to banish your DD Warrior Lady, yes.
Okay, sure.
I think I just swing for the 1,000.
Yeah.
And then I'll go to main phase 2, set a monster, and pass the turn.
Okay, I'll draw. I will set a monster and end my turn.
Okay, that's going to wrap it up. I'm going to go main 1, flip up my other Magician of Faith.
Oh, yeah, that cleans it up real nice. All right, you
Yep.
got this one. You got this one. I'll let you play it out, though. I'll let you
Yep,
have the,
just
the
the satisfaction.
satisfaction. All right, it was another
It's really-
magic merchant.
It's really nice activating Regeki like 4 times in a game.
All right, you got this one, Duelist. Let's go to game 3.
I gotta admit, I'm kind of disappointed. I was really hoping this would be like an hour-long episode, but with how fast these games are going, if anything, it's a testament to how powerful some of the Chaos Invasion of Chaos
Oh,
cards
yeah,
are.
Chaos Sorcerer's a crazy card, dude. That card changed the meta. Like, I'm not surprised these games are going a little bit quicker here.
So this is it.
Yeah, keeping it with the strategy. Gonna take that extra card. It's gonna bring me to victory. I can feel it.
Okay, well, this might not be a great start to your victory because I'm gonna kick off with Pot of Greed.
Yep, you are.
We haven't seen that in a while.
No, we haven't.
Okay, I think I am just gonna start by setting and completing the T set. Go ahead.
All right, I'll draw. All right, well, I got a Pot of Greed of my own, so I'm gonna draw 2 as
Oh,
well.
This is gonna be a good game.
All right, so Pot of Greed for 2.
No pressure gauge.
No pressure. This is tight. I'm gonna set a card. I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay, you're probably gonna regret that.
Uh-oh.
We are gonna go straight to main phase 1, flip up this old Vindictive Magician, and pop
Oh, yeah, it's Gravekeeper Spy.
this. That's a good one. And following up with a white magical hat,
Yep.
you'll love to see it. Let's
All
go to
right,
battle, hidden with both.
1450. I will take it all, and you'll randomly pick one out of my hand.
Yep, 1 through 6. Come on, hit something big. Hit something big. Going with that one.
I didn't want you to see this yet. I didn't want
What
you to
is
see
it?
this yet, but
What is it? What is it? What
Alex,
is it?
that was probably one of the best hits you could have gotten. You discarded my Chaos Emperor Dragon
Oh
on
my
Boy of the
God, He
End.
pulled it!
Yeah, I did.
Holy shit!
That was a big hit. That was crazy.
Oh my god. You know, I'm happy to see that now, but I'm also frightened to see that.
Dude, you should be scared. That was a good hit for you, though. I'll give it to you.
Oh god. Okay. I'm just going to go to main 2, and I think I'm going to set 2 cards and pass my turn.
Okay. I'll draw for turn. I'm going to normal summon Witch of the Black Forest. So you've got 2 Tsukiyomi, huh? You've got Book of Moon. So you have tons of ways to be able to out this witch if I attack, if I go into Sakuretsu armor.
I mean, you could just not attack.
I could not attack and then I get punished by Book of Moon and I lose. So there's tons of ways that this does not look good for me. Double book, double... Dude, that's so crazy. All right, I'm going to force you to have the out here. We're going to go Witch into your old Vindictive Magician.
You know, I was hoping you would do that.
Dang it. What do you got?
Nothing. I'll take it.
Okay, cool. All right, very cool. Nice. Okay, so I will go main phase 2. I'll just end my turn.
I will draw. You are going to really hate where this game is going to go.
Am I? Am I really?
I'm going to smash and ground your Witch of the Black Forest.
Okay, I'll resolve Witch. I will pick up a Freed the Brave Warrior.
Ooh, that's a good super rare.
It sure
That's
is.
a good one. Not as good as this card, though.
A second white magical hat? All right, dude, lay it on me. I'm going to
All
take
right,
2,000.
so
You're
we're
going to
get
pitch
it for
2.
2,000, and we are going to hit 2 cards out of your hand. The white magical hats are going to put in a lot of work. We're going to hit that one.
All right, you got rid of my Injection Fairy Lily.
That's fine. And we're going to get rid of this one.
All right, and that was Mystic Tomato.
Okay, also fine. I will just pass the turn.
All right, I will draw. We'll start it off with reasoning.
Got to call 4.
Got a call 4? All right, let's
Yeah.
see what we get.
Oda or Geki Break.
Dang it!
Yes,
I'm just
yes.
never going to resolve this reasoning, dude.
Oh, Freed's a Rhoda target, too.
It is. Yep.
That's nice.
My Rotopole is looking crazy. Dang, dude. How do you... You got double white magical hat. What the heck?
They're only 1,000 attack gauge.
Oh,
What are you
yeah,
worried
they're only
about?
1,000. Who cares?
I gotta say, I am definitely very impressed by how well this card has performed. Not just in this episode, but like all of our episodes.
Oh, yeah,
we've
that
done.
card's crazy. I will just set a card. I'll pass.
I feel like White Magical Hat would be a secret rare if it came out today.
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
Man, I could just keep laying it on you. I think I'd do it. I'm gonna flip up Regeki.
Dude, calm down. Oh, my goodness. Got rid of my Freed.
Battle phase!
Yeah.
2 more cards gone out of the hand!
Dude. Okay, what do you got?
Okay, so we are gonna hit this one.
Come on. That's my Chaos Sorcerer.
Okay, like to see it. And we are going to hit this one.
All right, and that is Spirit Reaper.
Now, the best part here is like if you did have like BLS or like a second Chaos Emperor, like your back's to the wall, and this is like what you just summon and drop and just immediately end my life.
Draw. All right, I'm going to set another card. I'm going to set that. I'm looking slim on cards. This white magical has been tearing me apart, bro.
It's not looking too great for you, and I don't know how the rest of this is going to play out, but we're going to go ahead and flip up Magician of Faith.
No! No! Yeah, that's fine.
Gonna go
Come
ahead
on.
and get back Regeki.
Yeah, you sure are. Come on, dude.
Gonna drop it on your front row here. There goes Witch.
I will, with my Witch of the Black Forest, pick up a white magical hat of my own.
Okay. I know you play Needle Sealing, and I kind of... No, you would have flipped Needle Sealing as soon as I flipped up this Magician of Faith. I don't think I have to worry about it. I'm going to go ahead and normal summon Reflect Bounder.
Okay, I'm going to Bottomless Trap hole that Reflect Bounder.
Okay, that's still pretty good. I
This
do
is
get
gonna
to
keep
hit
me
in
alive
for
for a turn.
2,300, though.
All right, I'm going to be alive one more turn here, and you get to pitch my white magical hat.
Yep, so that's going to go, and I'm just going to set a card, engage, go ahead.
This draw means everything right now. I will draw for turn. That's a super solid draw. That's super, super solid. I will banish a dark and a light, and I'm going to go for Chaos Sorcerer. And I'm going to get punished by Bottomless and lose the game. Ah, you got it! I can't believe it, dude. There's no way I lost this game. There's no way I lost this game. I'm so mad, dude. And you don't even know what I pulled. You don't even know. I'm about to show you, too. I hate it. Oh, my God. All right. You thought I pulled decent. You thought I pulled, like, okay.
I mean, you got 2 of them?
I got 2 of them, dude. I got 2.
Oh.
Yep.
My God.
What did you get? Show me what you got. I got torn apart by that white magical hat. I'm so upset.
Honestly,
I gotta see what else you got.
I think
though.
you've seen everything I've got.
Are you kidding me?
No, I just got
How many Chaos
I'm looking
Sorcerer
at my
you get?
deck to make sure. I got 3 Chaos Sorcerer.
Okay, I got 2.
I got 3 Chaos Sorcerer, 3 Smashing Ground, and those are pretty much the only changes I made to my deck.
You didn't get any of the big guys, any good hollows or anything?
I got a lot of hollows, but they were all garbage. I got
Oh yeah?
I got Reload, I got Big Burn, I got
the Big
literally
Burn.
I got every hollow you can imagine that wasn't. I got I got an ultra rare or 2 as well, but I don't remember what they are right now, but they were just not playable whatsoever.
Dude, I can't believe I lost this game. I didn't
okay,
see I didn't see the Chaos Emperor Dragon the first 2 games at all. I didn't see it at all, but it wasn't the first game I smashed you, and then the second game you came back. If I topped that Chaos Emperor at any of those points, I knew I would have came back. And then you white magical hat, you donked off the Chaos Emperor Dragon. I was so upset.
So here was my logic. When it came to White Magical Hat, I wanted to maximize. I only have 2 of them, but I wanted to have them both in here because my logic was if he does pull Emperor or BLS, my thinking is I could rip them out of your hand before you get a chance to drop them because you're not going to want to drop those until you're going to get really good value off of them.
Yeah.
And so if I can get them out of your hand before you have the opportunity to drop them, that was my thinking. And apparently it paid off. But the thing is, though, if I would have hit any of the other cards in your hand and a light monster finally hit the grave for Emperor, and I didn't hit Emperor with that first or second wave of white magical hats, I was dead. I was done.
Yeah.
It was over.
I thought I didn't have a light in my hand. I opened up all 6 monsters and none of them were lights. So I was with the witch, I had to get the freed to get a light. And I was hoping
Right.
you would have donked off the freed instead of the Chaos Sorcerer. So I would have been able to summon the Chaos Sorcerer and then just control from there by banishing your dudes one by one. You got lucky with the hits. Oh, you think you're lucky this episode though. Next episode, I'm gonna drop the Chaos Emperor. It's gonna get its full power. People are gonna see that this deck is superior. You got lucky.
I can't believe this. I did win the Invasion of Chaos set, but the thing is, moving forward, I have to worry about not 1 Chaos Emperor, but 2 Chaos Emperors.
Yep.
That's just gonna be so backbreaking that literally at any point in the game, I can just automatically lose.
You know what? Neither of us saw Painful Choice either. Did you throw Painful Choice back in your deck because you're playing 3 Chaos Sword?
I drew it in our last game, but I had game, so I just didn't use it.
Okay, so you didn't you wouldn't want to just go for it.
I didn't
That's
want to
respectable.
flex it that. I didn't want you to know that I put it back in. At least until now that I told you that.
I mean,
But I think it was
I put
pretty
it back
obvious
in
that we
too.
were going to do
Yeah.
that anyway.
Yeah, it was pretty much like guaranteed. Man, the fact you had 2 of these, dude. Oh, man.
Yeah, this was disgusting how good this was.
And the
yeah.
Raigeki with the Magician of Faith. Yuck. You may have gotten this episode, Duelist, but my deck is looking unbeatable for the next few episodes. You remember when we were doing our practice, we were just opening it up to see what we got, and I got the 2? Dude,
Yeah, tell everyone about that.
So after every episode, Alex and I religiously, we just go and we open up 24 packs of the next set just to see how lucky we get, you know? I opened it up, and the first time I opened it, I pulled double Chaos Emperor, and I was like, dude, that's all of my luck. I'm never going to get it ever again. And then for this one, I opened it up. I got the first one. I flipped out. And then towards the net, I got the second to last pack. I got the second one, and I called you up. I said, it's over, dude. It's over. I've won the series. And then the last pack, too, I only had 1 Chaos Sorcerer. In the very last pack, I got another one. I was like, this could not have been any better. Dude, I'm going to get clowned on in the comments section. People are going to be like, man, Nyhmnim's deck sucks. Look at my deck now. Look at it now. I lost to double white magical hat. It happens. But now, no more. Your reign of terror is over for the next few episodes. I told you earlier, enjoy those last tournament packs. Speaking of which, is that what you got?
I actually got a wild card common, but I didn't even take anything because I'm pretty sure I had everything I wanted from Dark Crisis, so I didn't even bother looking. I'm just like, there's no point.
Okay, you're just like, yeah, whatever. So, yeah, that's gonna
I
be
had
the last.
the Sakuretsu armors. I had the there was really not much else to get out of that set. I'm sure someone in the comments will correct me, but I wanted to just get into opening these packs that I honestly just completely ignored.
If you ever think of anything from that set that you want, go ahead and pick it up. I don't mind.
Yeah,
but
I don't think I will, but like watch like 20 episodes from now. Like remember back in in August when they said that, oh, maybe if there's a Dark Crisis card, well, that time has come. To quell any of my fears. It doesn't really quell my fears, but you didn't get BLS in addition to this.
No, I didn't get BLS in addition.
Okay.
I didn't get that lucky. I did get an ultra rare. I don't think it was anything too good. I didn't end up throwing it. Oh, I got Manticore of Darkness. That's what I got. No, my hollow pulls were very, very good this episode. The Freed came in clutch too, because like you said, that's a Rota target, and it's also a light. So.
It's also a witch target because he only has 1200 defense. So he just kind of helps just synergize with your deck really well and get you a light really easily. The best part about this, though, is that people are going to want to tune into every episode. Ancient Sanctuary is next. Ancient Sanctuary is not as game-breaking as Evasion of Chaos, but people are going to want to tune in every episode now because they're going to just want to watch me get dunked on by Chaos Emperor Dragon.
Oh, yeah. Double Chaos Emperor Dragon. And we have to remind everyone, it is pre-errata, too.
Yes.
So it's even better.
Again, there's a reason this card was the reason that they created the ban list in the first place.
Yep. All right, Duelist.
All right, well, good games. Good games. I look forward to getting completely slaughtered by this card. I think your luck is definitely going to turn around now. And there's still plenty of good light and darks for us to get in the future to help hone our chaos strategies. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Hashtag Team Cimo, hashtag Team Gage. Let us know down in the comments who you're rooting for. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.